If you're struggling in a relationship, wanting to know how much he's really interested in you, I promise you are not alone. I think men especially are particularly mysterious when it comes to revealing their true feelings. And when I talk to ladies who are dating men, they're often wondering if they should just cut their losses and get out now. But what I've found over the years is that there are so many reasons that someone's interest may not be clear. And you may be assuming all the wrong things about the situation without even realizing it. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can get the truth about how he feels and either move deeper into the stages of commitment together or move forward confidently, knowing you've given this relationship an honest chance and you can't expect more from it. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're releasing new content all the time, and I want to make sure you don't miss out on it. Also, if you're interested in doing deep dives around topics like this, check out my podcast, The Conscious Love Show. I release new episodes every Tuesday, and I'll leave the link in the description below so you can check it out. Now let's jump in so I can show you how to get all the juicy answers you're looking for. When we're feeling nervous in a relationship, it's easy to let our assumptions take the wheel, but here's the thing. Our assumptions are often driven by our old wounds and past experiences, and usually they end up clouding our judgment and leading us to misinterpret the signs and signals we receive in dating. We're often inclined to take a lack of attention personally, but there can be so many reasons for that. They could be dealing with work or family or personal issues. They could have different expectations and assumptions about what a relationship is supposed to look like. They could be afraid of showing too much interest and appearing desperate, and sometimes they're even under the impression that you have a lot going on and they don't want to bother you. Now, I'm not an advocate of waiting around for people or over-investing in relationships that aren't reciprocal, but until you've had clear communication with the person about expectations, desires, intentions, and a vision for the future, you can't assume they're not interested when you haven't even honestly discussed what you want from each other and the relationship. So what should you do if you find yourself in this situation? Well, here's the truth. You need to have a heart to heart with this person and find out if you're on the same page about some important things. If you are, you can talk about what that looks like and make commitments to each other moving forward. And if not, you can clarify that and move forward with mutual respect and appreciation. But being too afraid to go there and just cutting your losses to avoid the conversation altogether will not only sabotage this relationship, but every relationship you find yourself in until you finally learn how to face up to these things. And if you know you struggle with this, these are the kinds of things I teach my clients to do in my private coaching circle, Inspired Love. I know a conversation like this can be scary, so here are some simple tips that will help. First, instead of springing it out of nowhere, try setting it up in advance. Say something like, "Hey, there have been some things on my mind recently, and when I come over tonight, I thought we could take some time to talk about it. Would that be okay?" Then, when it's time to talk, you can start with something like, "As we spend more time together, I'd like us to start talking about what this relationship means to us and where we see it going." And you can even ask them, "Can you share a bit with me about what that means to you or how you feel about that?" As a part of this conversation, make sure to make specific requests, like, "I'd appreciate texts in the morning and the evening," or "I'd like to see each other at least once or twice a week," or "I'd like to speak on the phone in the evenings." These specific requests give someone the opportunity to show you that it's more than just words, that they really mean what they're saying. I know we often hear it said that if he's not making the effort, you should drop him. And while I agree with that in spirit, I think the nuance that's missing from that is that you can only drop him after you've expressed mutual interest in the relationship. You've given him clear ways that he can show up for you, and he still chooses not to. Until that point, walking away is always premature. I've given you some tips today on how to approach these conversations, but I also know how complex these situations can be and how easily you could get lost in the middle of them. I also know that some of you watching this may not even be able to realistically imagine asking someone to be honest with you about their feelings for you and having them actually respond with the words you want to hear. And if you relate to any of these scenarios, then I want you to know that I have definitely been where you are. And that's why I created my Inspired Love Coaching Circle, so I can work with people like you to navigate these kinds of challenges and create the kinds of results that you truly deserve to have in your love life. If you're ready for things to change and you're ready to get the support you need for that to happen, I'm going to leave a link in the description below this video where you can book a discovery call with my team to get all the information about the program and find out if it's right for you. Before you go, hit the subscribe button so I can make sure you keep getting these videos every week, and also check out my podcast if you want to dive a little deeper into topics like this. Wishing you the greatest love. Thanks for being with me today, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.